Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Talkin Softball with Dutch pregame show. I am your host, Phil Allen, a.k.a. Phil from Mount Airy, and I am pleased to be here with the Texas Rattlesnake himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Darren Dutch Dalton. Dutch, did you think we would be sitting here today talking about a 1-0 Rawhurst Cafe team, man?
You know, Phil, I said it all along and I've stuck with it. I did. I really thought that this team had a good chance to come out of the gates 1-0. And I'm going to go out on a big limb here, Phil. I think they have a chance, if we get this game in, barring weather, to go 2-0 tonight, man.
That's a bold prediction. And I got to be honest with you, old Stone Cold is not ready to take that leap with Dutch. I don't know a lot about Lenehans. I don't know Lenehans from a hole in the wall. What I do know is that Lenehans is not Schmeggies. And I know that the Rawhurst Cafe is not going to hang a 17-1 game on a team that is not Schmeggies. Now, old Stone Cold is left to wonder how much of that game was the Rawhurst Cafe and how much of it was Schmeggies. Now, Dutch, I'm not going to tell you that I think that the Rawhurst is going to lose to the Lenehans. What I'm telling you is, old Stone Cold got some questions. And the first question is, what is this team going to do without Anthony Porky Diembra in the lineup tonight?
That's a good question, Steve, because that's a big concern for this team. That's a guy who had the lone home run of the game in the first game and who also brought in 4 of those 17 runs. That's a big deal, man. 17 runs, 4 of them, that's a little under the 25% mark, man. And that is a big, big deal for this team.
Yeah, no question about that, Phil. But what they are going to get back tonight, they're going to get Will Clark in the lineup. Still nursing that bad ankle, but he'll take over at second. And he doesn't have the pop that Porky has. But Will's a guy who at least brings you a little bit more speed on the paths when he's healthy. And on top of that, you got Coop coming back, man. He's been in Italy. Yeah. Italy, man. Yeah, miss softball to go to Italy, man, which, I mean, you know, we've been over that. I think that's a real pussy move, man. But, yeah, we got him back tonight. He'll be in the lineup, and more importantly, he'll be at the bar. So, hopefully those two guys can offset the loss of Porky Diembra tonight, man.
That's a good point. I hadn't considered the pieces that were coming in. I was only thinking about the parts that were missing. The good news for this team tonight is they're not going to be missing Wolf, and they're not going to be missing Kano. That's exciting. What? I said that's important. What? I said that's big news. What? I said that is a key to tonight's game, that those guys are going to be in the lineup.
I'll tell you what, Steve, that's a good point, man. Now, the game tonight, I don't know if they're going to get it in with the weather, and that's a concern for me.
Yeah, Phil, and that would be real disappointing if they were to not get this game in, if we'd have done a pregame show for nothing. And I'm looking forward to a postgame show where they're up to 2-0. That's twice as many wins as they had all of last year, and the first 2-0 start in franchise history.
Yeah, Dutch, I'm looking forward to that too. And I'm hoping that they get it tonight. We're running out of time here on the pregame show. The postgame show will be after the game.
Kind of goes without saying, right, man? You can't have a postgame show before the game.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. You know, I don't really know what I was thinking there. I'm just saying, for Christ's sake, Dutch.
Damn, Phil, are you going to whoop Dutch's ass? Is that what's going on here? Is this about to turn ugly?
Nah, man, you know, I'm not going to go after Dutch. That's not my thing. Me and Dutch is good. I'm just saying, man, don't cross me, Dutch.
Wow, it's gotten real intense here in the booth.
No, me and Phil are good. Actually, when I was back with the 93 team, man, I hung out with the Crucker, and I hung out with the Dude, and I hung out with Hollins, but there were a couple black guys on the team, man. And that's like Phil. Phil is also black, so, that's, me and Phil are good.
What the hell are you talking about, Dutch? That don't even make no sense. Anyway, we running out of time. We're going to wrap it up. Phil from Mount Airy signing off. I'm going to say goodbye for Dutch, but there's no way in hell I'm going to try to say goodbye for
Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's a good job, Phil. Tonight, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to make the prediction. You guys have me convinced that tonight the Runners Cafe goes to 2-0. They whoop the ass of Lenehans, and that's the bottom line.